TitleMatchNetwork.com.
The action moves on. CJ Owen, Summer Rawson here at Sapphire Series 2. And your guardian now, the former Divine Pro champion, Stella Buho, is back. Saw chaos, not just in the Michigan area, not just in the Midwest, but she's making a name for herself.
MJ Santana already having some choice words for our official Sean Porter. Now, MJ Santana, last time we saw her was in tag team action. How do you think she's going to fare in solo action against someone of the stature of Stella Buho?
Well, look, nothing against MJ Santana. She's done very well for herself in the greater Cleveland area. Training with Jocelyn Navarro and how successful she is, not only in Northeast Ohio, but in places like Naptown, in and out of places like Mega Wrestling and Neo Pro and things like that. She's kind of in the tri-state area. She's making a name for herself. But why not here in Divine in one-on-one action in her singles debut now here at Sapphire Series 2, but she's up against Stella Buho, probably the highest flying girl on our roster.
And, again, it's one of those things where you got to know your opponent going into this. Stella Buho isn't someone you can read off the first little notion. Sure, that's an owl, but she has a very well-versed moveset that MJ Santana seems to be having all of the responses for currently in this match. The two have been making their rounds, but the thing is, who can come out on top with that knowledge, with that experience so far under their belt? How can they come up on top against each other? See, again, there goes Stella Buho, absolutely flying across the ring.
So crisp is Stella Buho. She has done so well for herself. Hootie hoo and a neck breaker there on Santana. Stella Buho is really making a name for herself. Only a one count. Ever since even though she lost the Divine Pro Championship, she has come back hungrier and tougher than ever.
You've got to the count of 10.
They took my tooth, bro.
1.
As Sean Porter laying it down here in Divine against MJ Santana. And Stella's wanting Santana to come back inside of the ring, as now Santana hiding behind the very nice tall woman in the audience.
I guess that's one way to lean into your audience, but come on, MJ, we have a match to go on. The Uplift crowd rallying behind Stella. The two now going into the crowd.
We are at near capacity here in Uplift in Ann Arbor. That's while Special Divine has become in Ann Arbor, but MJ Santana turned it around. Just see Stella's head ricochet off of the side of the ring there.
And that was, now using their surroundings to her advantage. Something I'm kind of shocked nobody has done yet, but MJ somehow flying before the owl was able to. MJ Santana is staying on top of the attack here at Uplift in Ann Arbor for Divine Sapphire Series 2.
Santana's trying to cage the bird here, and now pouncing like a bird of prey herself against Stella Buho, as referee Porter is separating two ladies and throwing it down here.
There's a certain kind of obligation to respect the rules of the ring, but again, it's one of those things where you have an end goal and there's many ways to get there, but how do you get there the most efficiently and the best path for you? And I think that's the morality and the mentality that MJ Santana is having in this match.
MJ Santana tags teams with Jocelyn Navarro, who's a former Divine Pro champion herself and has done very successful for herself in the tri-state area. But as Santana getting more and more of her shots, and Stella is not going to back down so easily.
Stella now, it's one of those things where you kind of have to adapt to MJ in this scenario, despite the fact that she might have more solo experience in the ring. When the other person's in control of the scenario, you really have to switch up that mindset. You have to change how you go about things. How do you get that control back?
Here we go. Santana muscles her way over on Stella in the corner. And now the Island Girl is not going to have a nice vacation ready for Stella. Stella slips out of it. Roll up 1, 2. And only a 2 count. But a drop kick there from Santana knocks Stella and any momentum she had off of her game.
I mean, you saw it for a moment, that momentum, that agility of Stella. It was there. It started. It began. But the train just didn't get very far from the station. She has it, but MJ has had all of the responses to her attacks.
What do you say, Stella?
Santana now slowing things down and trying to take the oxygen away from Stella.
No, she said no.
She says yes.
Santana just shouting every time Porter checks on Stella if she's okay. Getting in the mindset, but Stella fighting back again. You can't take out somebody who's a former Divine Champion so easily, but a grab of the hair and a snap suplex from Santana. Once again, cut corners short against the former Divine Champion.
And see, that plays back into how do you go about a match like this, and how many times do you have to kind of bend rules? And again, it could be a show of their actual competitive nature. They believe they can do those things. They believe they're allowed to do those things. Stella doesn't have that belief. Stella, from what I've seen, doesn't cut corners. She likes to have cut, clean, and dry matches. That is not what MJ is providing, so she needs to change her course.
4, 5.
Up to a count of 5.
Oh, she's up. Oh, she's up.
MJ immediately
Ooh.
planting her back down. The second referee Sean called her as stable. MJ, that ferocious nature telling her to stay down. This crowd, though, seemingly wanting Stella to get back in the fight. That crowd might just be exactly what Stella needs to get back in this match against MJ Santana.
I mean, this is very tough. I've not seen MJ Santana this vicious before, but Stella Buho still fighting back. That's how important the landscape of Divine has become, as everybody's hungry for victories. A nice jawbreaker there from Stella. Now still at it. Catches MJ Santana insecurity to the back of the head. This is classic Stella and a sliding German from the inside to the ring to the outside by Buho.
She's finally feeling that get back. She's feeling that momentum. This is what Stella needs. She's in her element.
She's perched up on the second rope. Hoody ho, crossbody, but wow! Santana turned it around, took the momentum away from Stella and slams her down.
Again, I guess you could say that she killed the momentum. This has been a reoccurring theme in this match. Stella has gotten the upper hand, gotten where she needed to be, and MJ just had the response already in the chamber. Stella has to get around this obstacle, or else this match may not be hers.
Hard rights from both ladies, and now a kick from Santana and a kick from Stella. Both ladies want to make a name for themselves. Santana wants to move up the ranks in her singles debut. Stella wants to get back to championship caliber. And both women are knocked out potentially as referee Porter counts. And this is awesome chant, very well deserved here at Uplift.
These two women are putting it all in the ring tonight at Uplift, and it's displaying. I mean, they're getting laid out. The count is getting higher and higher, but these two are still fighting. They're still getting up. Stella is regaining that confidence she needs as she goes up.
Trying to go maybe for that spinning splash that she likes to do from the top rope, or rather just an elevated situation. There is low ceilings here at Uplift, but that doesn't mean the high flying gets cut off. But Santana now on the second rope with Stella, wants to put it away for sure. maybe a big win over the former champion. Stella gets out of it and ready to strike. Here we go. Jumps Santana on her head, and that might spell the victory. 1. Oh! Santana turned it around very quickly, very impressive. Here we go, small package. 1. It's now desperation time for both ladies. Sick DDT from Santana. 1, 2. Moments away, inches away from Santana.
These two are fighters. They are scrapping right now in Ann Arbor. And you know what? This is the kind of drive that Divine is made of. They don't just give up. They want to see this to the end. They want to fight until they cannot fight anymore.
Desperate for a victory. Santana has no idea what she needs to do to put it away, but a drop toe hold from Stella catches Santana at the moment she wasn't paying attention here. Off of the ropes, face buster there. I think that might be it.
Stella rallying. She might not just be done. She could have easily gone for the cover there, but I'm pretty sure that Stella wants to put this away for sure. This might be the last nail in the coffin.
The spinning splash. And there it is.
And your winner, Stella Buho.
Stella Buho coming out victorious in Uplift Ann Arbor at
TitleMatchNetwork.com